All right, let's get into it. So welcome to this week's Strength Express class. Today we're going to be focusing on upper body. So we'll have our warm up and then we're going to do 2 circuits, just going through some different upper body movements, and we're going to throw in some core as well. Starting for our warm up though, we're going to start with some arm circles. Going forward, nice and small circles, get about 5 and then go medium. Still going forward again, about 5. And then nice big full circles, 5 again. Once you hit that, go ahead and reverse it, starting small and building back up. Just warming up those shoulders. From here, we're going into back slaps. Alternate those arms. Let those shoulders be loose. All right, from here, we're going to go on our hands and knees onto the floor. And we're going to go for 4 rounds of cat-cow. So once you're set up on your hands and knees, breathe in, look up to the ceiling, push your butt back, let your spine extend. And then we'll exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, and repeat. All right, stay on the floor here. We're going to go into down dog. So go push-up position and then just shoot those hips up. Try to drive those heels into the floor. Really push the floor away with your hands. Hold that for a second or 2. Come back to a push-up position and repeat 2 more times. All right, back up to the feet. We're doing 10 jumping jacks and then 2 sprawls to finish off our warm-up. Let's do it. Two more, 9 and 10. 2 sprawls, just dropping down to a push-up position, back up to the feet. All right. Ready to head into our first circuit of the day. So for our first circuit, we got 3 moves. We're going to be performing each move for 35 seconds with a quick 10-second rest in between. And again, we're focusing on upper body here. So grab those dumbbells. Move number 1 is going to be a bent over row, but we're going to be doing overhand. So bent over row, overhand grip. And as you're rowing up, your elbows are going to go to the ceiling. We're not going to be tucked in though. So we're making kind of a T here, squeezing at the top. That's move number 1. Move number 2, still with the dumbbells, we're going bicep curls to a lateral raise. So working the biceps, obviously, and then the middle of our shoulder. Third move, we're doing a core exercise. So get on your back. We'll be doing a V up. So legs up, extended, arms just reaching for your toes. Even if you can't reach it like me, just get as far as you can. Gently come back down. So we'll be there for 3 laps. Then we'll hit 1 other circuit to finish it off. I'll describe that circuit when we get there. All right, 10-second countdown. We're getting into it. Starting with that overhand row. All right, go for it. You're going to feel this in your upper back a lot. So squeeze those shoulder blades together and gently come back to your start position. Give it a good second or 2 hold if you can at the top there. Focusing on that upper back here. That's 5 seconds. All right. Drop those dumbbells if you want. We got a 10-second rest. Curls to lateral raise now. Let's go for it. Any variation of the curl works. For the lateral raise, make sure you're getting to just about shoulder height. You don't got to go too much higher. Try to control it though. Try not to jerk it up and let it slam back down. Nice and slow. Feel it in the center of your shoulders there. All right. No dumbbells for this last move. So drop those, get to the floor, on your back. We're going for V-ups. All right, let's go for it. Make sure you're breathing during this. Inhale at the bottom, exhale as you reach up, and repeat. Keep it going. All right, 1 down, 2 to go here. Get ready to go. Overhand rows again. Let's go for it. Keep it up. Make sure you're protracting those shoulders all the way at the bottom. Done. Curls and lateral raises next. All right, let's go for it. Again, any variation with those curls. Make sure you're not cheating yourself on either part of the move. Full rep for each. All right. V-ups again, get on your back. Get set. Going for it, 35 seconds. Coming up on the 5-second mark, keep powering through. Okay, one more lap here. Hit these moves one more time. Let's get set and go for it. Okay, here we go here. And go for it. Curls and lateral raises. Probably gonna start feeling it in those shoulders and the biceps. Power through that burn. We won't be hitting these muscles again, so. Last time on the floor, V-ups. 2 seconds, get ready. Let's do it, last time. Ten seconds left. All right. Go ahead and take a minute. Rest up. We got one more circuit. So 3 new moves. Working some different muscle groups. First up is a push-up or a chest press. So for a push-up, we got all the different variations. All of them are fine. Traditional push-up, you can come from the knees if you want, or if you have it available, go on an elevated surface, maybe a couch or a table, anything that's sturdy. Some other options, if you're getting good at push-ups, try some variations. Go wider with your hands, bring them in close. They're all gonna work your chest and your shoulders and your triceps slightly differently. So that's move number 1. And then of course, before we move on, we have our chest press, laying on our backs, doing a fly or just a press. Either of those will work. Up on our feet for move 2, we're going rear delt fly. So dumbbells in our hand, overhand, kind of just like the position we were in for that back exercise, except this time we're going pinkies to the ceiling. So our arms extend out, they don't really bend, they just fly out, pinkies to the ceiling. You're gonna be feeling that in the back of your shoulder and then also in that upper back again. And then lastly, another core move on the floor, reverse crunch. And that's just where we bring our knees to our chest, contracting those lower abs. And that'll be that for today. So again, I'm gonna hit start. We got 10 seconds. Push up and or chest press coming up first. Play around with the variations. Let's go for it. Either way, full range of motion. Make sure you're going all the way up, all the way down, whether you're doing chest press or push-ups. Five seconds. All right, make your way to your feet. Rear delt flies are coming up. If you have lighter dumbbells, I would probably go light here. Let's go for it. Doesn't take a lot to feel it here. Five more seconds. All right, hitting that core again. Onto the floor. Let's get set. Drive those knees. I like to let my feet come back. My heels just tap the floor and I go again. Try to contract those low abs at the top. Really feel the burn if you do that. All right. 2 more laps here. Push up or chest press first. Let's go. Coming up on that 5-second mark, keep going. All right. Rear delt flies now. Go for it. Try to keep this controlled, especially on that descent there. Those dumbbells should be coming back nice and slow. Okay, right back to the floor. Go for it. Keep breathing here. Just make sure you're working that core. Try not to stop. I know it'll get hard towards the end there, even if you slow down. All right, last lap of the day here. Let's power through this. We got our chest exercise first. Go for it. If you're doing push-ups, make sure you're keeping your core tight, even squeezing your glutes as you go down. Chest press, just make sure you're still doing full range of motion. All right, almost there. Flies and crunches, that's all we got left. Let's go for it. Almost there. Okay, this is it. Right here. Last 35 seconds. Get to the floor. All right. First crunches to finish it off. Halfway. And we're done. All right, catch your breath for a second. Just gonna do one stretch before we head out. Grab some water if you need it for sure. All right, and we're just gonna do, I'll give you 3 options. You can do child's pose, down dog, or cobra, whatever you're feeling. So child's pose will be here, butt glue to your heels, stretching those lats. Down dog kind of hitting everything up here. And then cobra is gonna be focusing more on that low back. So pick one, or maybe all 3. Hang out there for a few seconds. Just breathe. Okay. that's a wrap. Good work. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good weekend.
Of course. Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good weekend.
See ya.
Hey, Mike,
Bye-bye.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
How do you get rid of, or what do you do to get rid of underarm fat?
Well, unfortunately, sorry, what were you gonna say in there?
Is there any kind of exercises to help
Yes.
with that area?
Unfortunately, when it comes to like they call it spot reduction. So like in your case, you're saying under the arms, you want to target any fat that might be there. When it comes to losing fat, unfortunately, you can't target it. So even if you're doing push-ups all day or doing tricep kickbacks, it's not going to necessarily affect where you lose your body fat. The best thing you can do is full body workouts, because that's just going to burn the most calories, and ultimately that's what's going to burn fat. Your body, it's up to you, your body and your genetics, where it's going to come off.
So if I'm trying to, like, that bra area, that fat that tends to be in that bra area, if
Yeah.
I'm trying to tone that area, not necessarily, I mean, like, yes, I understand like the fat is gonna come
Yeah.
off where it wants to, but if I'm trying to tone that area, is there any specific areas, specific exercises to work on?
So you're talking about more like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anything that involves, because essentially this is your lats right here. So
Mhm.
anything you're doing like a pull down type of exercise
Okay.
or a row is going to be good. So think about when we were doing the bent over rows there, that was focusing probably more on our upper back in here, but a lot of overhead stuff would probably be good.
Okay.
So if you could do like bands, or if you have access to a gym now, that machine where you're grabbing like the handles up above you and pulling down,
Okay.
stuff like that would be great.
Anything with free weights? Because I'm not really going to the gym right now. So anything with free weights or kettlebells?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to do anything like a pulling motion, obviously, and like unless you had something like even a TRX strap would be good, like that type of just essentially just a rope. But if you don't have that ability, then just stick with the horizontal rows. So bent over, rowing here, do it in all the variations: underhand, neutral, overhand, do flies, anything that is gonna at least, it might not be perfect because you're missing that element,
Mhm.
but you're hitting something.
Okay. And like, so I have a ball slam. I do have some,
Those would be good.
okay. So the ball slam, I have the belt, not the belts, the bands. I do have bands. I don't have a TRX, but I have the bands. I have a ball. I
Do you have
have,
the long, like, are they pretty big or are they the tiny ones?
it's the tiny stretchable ones. I do have a long band, but it's old. So it's like, it's starting to shred.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you could get your hands on a newer, like longer band, what you could do, as long as you're anchoring it to something relatively stable, like I'll put it on like the top of a door or even like a doorknob. And then if you could sit down and then grab it, and then you could at least like do that, which is helping you there.
Okay.
And then, I mean, even though you're talking more about like, this side area here, doing stuff like push-ups and stuff where you're pushing away, so like on the floor chest press, it's all going to be working the muscles in that area, like your pecs and your serratus right here. So I would just make sure you're doing pretty much, you want to be even. For all the pushing you're doing, do an equal amount of pulling.
Okay.
So just keep it well-rounded. And even though you don't want to focus on toning those areas, that's going to build muscle, but keep it full body, because that's going to get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, get you sweating. And so it will help you, you'll be building muscle, but you'll be also losing some of the fat overlying it. So that's how you'll get that toned look.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for joining. It was good to have you.
Thank you. It was good. I appreciate it.
Of course. All righty. Well, I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon in the meeting or something.
Absolutely.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.